welcome back. As you can probably see from the title, we are going to do a very exciting video today. I'm finally going to be unboxing and swatching the new Swamp Queen palette from Tarte Cosmetics. This is a collaboration between Graveyard Girl, also known as Bunny, and of course Tarte Cosmetics. I actually got this package in the mail on Friday, and today, the day that I'm filming, is Tuesday. So as you can imagine, it was very difficult for me to not open this palette. So today is finally the day. It is still in its box and I cannot wait to open it. I don't want to wait any longer, so I'm just going to get started. So it comes in this like really adorable purple packaging that says Tarte all over it, which is just like, it's like I'm opening a gift from myself. I'm so freaking excited. Can we just take a minute? Like, take a minute. Take it in. Okay. I'm so excited. You have no idea. You guys, this is like, I just took it out of the cardboard box and I'm like having a bit of a mini panic attack, but not really, mostly like so freaking excited. I have it in my hands. I'm really hoping that nothing inside of this is broken because you guys, oh my god. Okay, so it has like this really cool texture on it that's like the same texture that I guess the grains in the wood would be, as I'm sure you already can tell. And then it says Tarte Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen with the freaking coolest picture on the front, you guys. It is, of course, an alligator with wings. I can't. It is so adorable, and from what I know, the package, the actual palette on the inside looks like the same design on the front. And then you flip it over and you have the cutest picture of Bunny right here, and it says Graveyard Girl. Over the last 5 years, YouTube sensation Graveyard Girl's down-to-earth, larger-than-life personality has inspired a swamp family of millions to embrace their own version of beautiful, and her positive message around anxiety and bullying has encouraged fans to love and accept oneself and others. This limited edition palette celebrates all things that our Swamp Queen unique with... that celebrates all things that make our Swamp Queen unique, with Bunny's favorite colors, techniques, and pastimes captured through each stunning shade. That's a really cute little message that we have on the back there about Bunny, and I can't even wait any longer. I have to open this up, so let's do it. You guys. Okay, so the first thing that comes in the box obviously is the palette, but besides that you get this little card that has 2 different quick tutorials on looks that you can do with the palette, and you've got a day look and a night look, and I believe this is actually Bunny herself in the pictures, which is really awesome. I love that she did the modeling for these eyeshadow looks. That's really cute. And now we have the palette. This is actually like it has some weight to it, you guys, and I kind of like that. It makes it feel luxurious. So just like the box that we looked at, the front looks exactly the same, and it has that same like really cool wood texture to it. And again, Tarte Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen with the amazing alligator with wings. The back is just plain, unlike the box which has all the information on it, and it's actually like got gold all around the sides there, which makes it feel really special. And I'm gonna open it now. Oh my god, you guys. You guys. Okay. Nothing is broken, so thank you. It is so shiny, you guys. Holy crap. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this without blinding everybody. Opening it. It's magnetic, by the way. That's really awesome. This is what it looks like. And you guys, it is so freaking shiny. Like, I'm actually like blinding myself because the sun is like coming in through the window, hitting this just magical item and blinding me a little bit. So forewarning, do not open your palette in front of the sun. And the first thing I see when I'm looking at it, other than the amazing color selection that we have here, is a little quote on the top of the mirror that says, "Believe in yourself, love yourself, embrace your individuality." So I think that adding that little quote in there was a very special addition to making this palette. It definitely helps represent who Bunny is as a person, and I know if you've watched any of her videos, she's just the most positive person and really believes that anybody and everybody is special in their own way, so I'm really happy that they added that. Okay, so before I move on to doing the actual swatches of this palette, which I'm sure is why you guys are all here, I just wanted to quickly mention that they also do include a brush in this palette, and it looks like this. It's just your typical flat shader brush, and the handle on it is wood as well, just like the outside of the packaging, which I think is really cute. I always feel kind of extra fancy when I'm doing my makeup, and the handle on my brush isn't just regular black. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but that's just something that I can really appreciate. Alright, so I'm finally going to get to the swatches of this palette. I'm going to start by doing the left-hand side, the first three shades, which is, I believe, the bronzer, blush, and highlight. Okay, so the first shade that we have here is Sweet Tea, and that is the bronzer that comes in this palette. It is a very, I would say, orange-based bronzer. It's definitely not cool tone, so if you like a cool tone bronzer, you might not like this. And if you look closely at it, there's actually little flecks of golden glitter in it, which I think is super fun. I actually prefer using a more shimmery bronzer rather than a matte bronzer, so I'm very super excited to try this out. Ooh. So here it is, Sweet Tea in all its glory. I'm terrible at swatching. I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't know if you can see, maybe you can see there is little flecks of gold glitter in that. It is so pigmented, you guys. I'm pretty much like instantly obsessed with it. So the next shade is the blush, and this is called Does This Thing Really Work? And this is so beautiful, you guys. It is like a corally pink, and just like the bronzer, it has little flecks of gold shimmer in it. It looks like this one has a little bit more shimmer than the bronzer does, but so far it looks freaking beautiful, you guys. Alright, so here we have Does This Thing Really Work? And I will be honest, you guys, it does seem a little bit less pigmented than the bronzer, but I could have just been a little bit heavy-handed on swatching the bronzer. This is actually really beautiful. I was expecting it to be a little bit brighter, but I actually really like the way that it's swatched. And when you look at it, I don't think you can really see the gold flecks anymore, just as I don't think you can see them as much in the bronzer. But I really like it. Okay, so before we get into the actual shadows, the last shade that I am going to swatch here is the highlight shade right here. And this one is called Gator Wangs. I am so happy with these names. They are freaking adorable. So this shade definitely looks like it is more of a golden highlight than anything else, and I actually really like that. I prefer to use more golden highlights on my skin. I think they look really nice with my fair skin tone, but I definitely think the shade can look just as beautiful on any other skin tone. Whoa. Oh my god. You guys wouldn't even believe it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I really don't think that this is showing up on camera the way that it actually looks. You guys, this is the most pigmented highlight I've used like literally ever. Holy crap, you guys. Can you see? Can you even see it? Oh, it's probably not. Oh my god, you guys. This is like You guys, I wish I hadn't already done my makeup because this is so gorgeous. Oh my freaking god, you guys. Also, my arm looks like that Neapolitan ice cream, right? Don't you think? Obsessed with this. Alright, so moving on to the 9 eyeshadows that are in this palette. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. The first color I am going to show you guys is this shade right here called #SFS, which stands for Swamp Family Strong. It's a nice nude shade, but it has quite a bit of shimmer in it, which is awesome. I'm super excited to swatch this one. Alright, you guys, here we have #Swamp Family Strong. These are honestly the softest eyeshadows I have touched in my entire life. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. And this shadow in particular is so freaking beautiful. I can imagine using this as either a all over the lid shade, or even you could probably pull off a inner corner highlight with this too. It is so shiny, so gorgeous. Oh my god, you guys. So the next shade in this row is this guy right here, and it's called Natural Peaches. And this is, I believe, yes, this is a matte shade, and it is definitely very much a peachy shade, but it's kind of like a toned down peachy shade. Like, it's not like an in-your-face peachy shade. How many times can I say peachy shade? Because that's just what it is, you guys. It's a peachy shade. So here we have Natural Peaches. This is definitely, I think, probably going to be a really beautiful transition shade, something you can put in your crease before you do anything else with your makeup look, or you could probably just use it as like anything you wanted to, really, if you were doing a rather light eye look. Alright, so the last shade in this top row here is Dogman, and this is the color that honestly, you guys, I was the most excited about when I saw this palette before it had been released. And this is a definitely shimmery shade, and it's kind of like a burnt orange brick color, I think you would say. It's very warm for sure, and just like a couple of the colors in here, it has little flecks of gold shimmer. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, so here we have Dogman, and you guys, this is like so far the most pigmented shade when it comes to the actual eyeshadows. I'm so obsessed with this, you guys. This is definitely the color that I think I want to use first when I actually get the time to put this on my face. So moving on to the second row of the shadows, we have your first color here, which is called Big Baby, and this is going to be your typical matte all over the lid shade. At least that's what I personally would use it for, because it's pretty much like my skin tone. Alright, so like I said, it is basically my skin tone. It's right here, you probably can't see it, but here you have Big Baby. You can maybe you can see it a little bit. Definitely not in comparison to Dogman, but this is what it looks like. If you have a darker skin tone, it probably will show up better, but for me, I would definitely use this shade as more of an all over the lid shade before I actually go in with anything else. So moving on to the second shade in the second row, we have this guy here, and I believe this is called Sassy Bun, which definitely hands down one of my favorite names of the shades in this palette. And this is gonna be your super shimmery gold shade. It is like more of a true gold in comparison to the highlight in this palette, and honestly, you guys, next to Dogman, I think this is like my second favorite shade just looking at it. Alright, you guys, here it is. We have Sassy Bun. I am gonna be honest with you guys, this might actually be my favorite over Dogman. This swatches beautifully, you guys. Holy crap, I cannot wait to put this all over my face. Look at it. Like, I can't even describe colors properly, but you can just see. Alright, you guys, moving on to the third shade in the second row. We have this guy right here, and that is called Sippy Sippy. And this is definitely going to be probably, I think, your darkest shade in the palette. And it is a dark brown with a whole lot of gold glitter in it, you guys. It is so beautiful. Here we have it, you guys. Here is Sippy Sippy. I honestly didn't think that the gold shimmer was going to show up in the swatch, but damn. And look how beautiful it looks next to Sassy Bun. This is going to be a really good combination, you guys. This is definitely a very warm brown with a whole hell of a lot of gold sparkle in it. Alright, so moving on to the last row. The first shade that we have going on here is called Haunting. And it looks like this bottom row here is definitely going to be the cool tone shades of the palette. And Haunting is looking like a very pale mauve color. Alright, you guys, so here you have Haunting. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, I probably didn't, but this shade actually has a little bit of what looks like silver glitter rather than gold glitter like the rest of the shades have. And it is like so super soft, you guys. I'm really excited to be using this. I'm so excited to be using all of these, guys. Doesn't my arm just look so gorgeous? Look at it. Look at it. Oh my god. Alright, you guys, so the second shade in the last row, which is also the second last shade in the entire palette that we're going to be swatching today, is right here, and that is Uncommon. So this is also a very mauve-y shade, but it is a whole lot more sparkly than Haunting. And it's also a little bit darker. Honestly, my swatches seem to be getting actually worse over the course of this video, but here you have Uncommon. It's not showing up on camera as purple as it actually is, or probably even as shimmery as it actually is, but it is so beautiful, you guys. This is another one of the cool tone shades. It's like the cool tone version of Sassy Bun. Finish wise, that makes no sense. So freaking excited, you guys. This is gonna be the worst video in all of YouTube history. Okay, so we are moving on to the last shade of this palette, which means we are nearing the end of this video. And it is the last shade right here, and it is called Man Cat. And this is probably another one of my favorite names for shadows in the palette, next to Sassy Bun. And this is going to be not the darkest shade in the palette, but probably the second darkest shade. And this shade is going to be your third matte shade in the palette. It is a very dark purple. This shade is definitely going to be good if you're doing a very smoky eye. Definitely something that I think I would put in the outer V, and I am so excited. So here we have Man Cat at the very end. I actually think this one is equally as dark as Sippy Sippy, which is right here. It's just matte instead of shimmery. And this is also another beautiful shade. It's definitely showing up better on camera how purple it is in comparison to the two shades before it, Haunting and Uncommon. So unfortunately my camera is flashing at me that it is dying, but luckily we did make it through all the swatches today. This palette, you guys, is seriously the most beautiful thing that I've ever owned in my entire life. I am so excited to put it all over my face. Next week I will definitely be doing a tutorial with whatever look I happen to come up with. It's gonna be really hard for me to not use all 9 shades on my eyes at once, but we are gonna see how that goes. I have a little bit of time to figure that out. If you guys like this video, do not forget to give this a thumbs up. If there's anything else you want to see from me or any colors you want to see in a tutorial from this palette, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye guys!